napkin to polish my crystal ball.
Right.
Yeah, look, again, we did talk about this before, Andy, and I think it's important that people realize you've got to look at why gold went up for the last 2 years and who was buying and why they were buying. And the people that were buying gold and the reasons they were buying gold were was why they bought physical gold. They didn't buy silver, and they certainly didn't buy gold stocks, right? The Bank of China, People's Bank of China, is not going to buy Newmont to stick in their reserves. And the Chinese consumer is not going to buy Newmont to buy it, put in their reserves, put in their piggy bank. So the reasons people were buying gold was why gold was going up and the gold stocks were not. Now, it started to shift this year, but as you say, gold stocks are still lagging dramatically over what we would expect at the beginning of a bull market. But in my view, what we saw for the last 2 years was like the hors d'oeuvre, and the main course has only just been served. Well, since I'm an opera fan, it was the overture, and the curtain is just rising. But curtain rose, the main course was served when the Fed cut rates. That, if you go back to all the periods post-Volcker, every time the Fed cut rates for the first time after a rate hiking cycle, gold bottomed and moved up. And the election just simply got in the way of that. So I think we can date this gold bull market from September this year. And as I say, the rest was just the overture. Now, the gold stocks still haven't performed dramatically just in the last couple of months, but I think there's reasons for that. One reason, obviously, is the rest of the stock market is doing well, including Bitcoin. And so there's less of a incentive to, buy gold stocks. I think that's the main reason. And of course, generalist investors have been bitten by gold stocks a few times in the last decade. And so they're going to be a little more reluctant to come back into the gold stocks, I think. But when you look at what you've seen this year, you've seen 3 quarters this year, three quarters of results where the cash flow of the gold stocks has gone up significantly quarter by quarter. There's every reason to think that in the fourth quarter, notwithstanding that big drop we got in the gold price, but there's every reason to think that this quarter, the cash flow will move up again. That is a whole year of 4 quarters of cash flow increases. The cash flow growth in the gold stocks is the highest of any sector or subsector in the U.S. economy.